Welcome back to my channel, my dear friends, and welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much for your love and support, your beautiful comments, your suggestions, your opinions. Not so much for the criticism. There's still some of them here and there, which I have blocked a few again this week. There's no need to be nasty. There's no need to be unkind. If you don't like something, move on to something else or to another channel or to another pattern, as you wish. Nobody's perfect. We're far from being perfect. God couldn't please everybody. I can't either. Okay. 4-ply 100% cut thread is most of the time that I use for my patterns. These are Portugal brands. 2.75 hook, a small scissor to cut the loose ends, of course, and a small hook to tuck in the loose ends. I'd like to mention I do have a private crochet group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile pic. I also have TikTok and Instagram. All these links will be listed below in the description box. All the measurements, the sizes, the hook size in the description box. I also would like to thank the women that came through helping others in need of thread by donating to my PayPal account. Thank you so much. Nancy McDonald, thank you so much for your donation. I love you so much. You're one special gal in my heart. Let me tell you that. God bless all of you, and let's keep crocheting. Let's keep creating these beautiful pieces, okay? So also inside the description box, there's a 2-minute link video to how to slow down the video, or by touching your screen and you can zoom it in, just touch and bring out the picture. You can see the stitches more clearly. Okay. If I forget anything, I'll let you know during the video. Thank you again, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free of charge. We go a long way in many hours, dedication hours like there's no tomorrow, to bring these patterns for you guys. I don't speak just for myself, but for many other creators, designers. It's the only way we can keep going with these videos, by having your subscriptions. It costs you nothing. And also by giving thumbs up, it helps to circulate, have YouTube to recognize that it's an important channel. They circulate worldwide, get more people to join the channel. It's the only way we can continue this way, okay? So kindly thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell notification to be notified. And if possible, see the 2-second commercial. If it's long, you can cut through halfway, but at least watch a bit. It helps also the video. That's them with the commercial stuff. I have no control of it, but it does help the channel, okay? Thank you, everyone. Let's get started. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create a round, small doily. It's going to be a fast tutorial. These are almost 4-ply, similar to the regular thread that I usually use, a little bit thinner. So the pattern will be smaller, but you can use Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton thread. Your patterns will be bigger. And I'll be using probably a 2.0 hook, I believe, for this thread. And a pair of scissors, of course, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. Thank you so much for your loving support and your beautiful uplifting messages. God bless you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and not to forget to hit that like button. It's extremely important. That's the least you can do in return of respect for us, for bringing these free patterns to you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, and we're going to get started. So the first thing I want to do is make that magic circle, or you can do a 5 to 6 chain, depending upon your tension. We don't want a big hole, so you should know how your tension is. I'm going to secure this with a slip stitch. I'm going to come back in, create a single and 2 chain. I'm going to continue to do, so that's my first double crochet. I'm going to continue to do double crochets, 20 double crochets, okay? So this is row 1. This is a very old pattern already. I'm not the creator of this pattern. It's been around for quite some time, and I have created this many years ago. Can't remember through who and what. You know, it's just so many patterns that you can't keep track of every single one of them, but I'm sure that you would like this pattern, okay? So I'm at the end. I've done my 20. I'm coming on my second chain that I went up. It's just so different when you're using a different hook to get used to it. Now, I want to make sure that I grab these 2 chains here and on that double crochet. Okay, so slip stitch. I'm going to come back in the same stitch, create a single, and chain 2. So that's my first double crochet, and 1 more chain for space. Going into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain. Next one, double crochet, 1 chain. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. The same way, we are not skipping any double crochets. So 20 double crochets again, 1 chain space between them. So I've completed row 2, closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going to come back in on the same one, or you can do your 3 chain, whatever you're used to. My single, my 2 chain. This time we're going to have 2 chain space between them. So coming into the next double crochet, again, we're repeating the 20 double crochets with 2 chain space between each one. This is row 3. I'll meet you at the end. So I've completed row 3, going into row 4. I'm going to come into the center of my 2 chain with a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to complete inside of the space 5 double crochets total. So 4 and 5. 2 chain, skip a square, go into the next one, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 5 double crochets, 2 chain, skip a square. 5 double crochets, 2 chain, skip a square. This is row 4. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 4, going to row 5. Either you can do your 3 chains going up. I'm doing a single and 2 chains. So my first double crochet, we're having an increase on the first double crochet and on the last. So 2 double crochets together into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet. We should have a total of 7 double crochet. So 1 per stitch, and the increase at the end, 2 double crochets together. So 2 at the beginning, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chain 2, and again, 2 double crochets in the same stitch in the first one, and then 1 per stitch. And on the last one, we're doing the increase of 2 together. I'm so used to my other hook that it takes a bit of adjustment for me to use a different size, but it's all a fact of getting used to it. Okay, so row 5, oops, almost knocked my camera. 7 double crochets, 2 chain, your increase at the beginning and on the last one. So I've completed row 5, going into row 6. I'm going to come back in, do my single, my 2 chain. So this row is very simple. It's just double crochet over double crochet. So we'll have 7 double crochets and then 2 chain space, 1 per stitch. There is no increase on this row. Two, 4, 6, and 7. Chain 2. 1 double crochet per stitch. So we have a total of 7 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finish row 6, going to row 7, coming back in, my single, my 2 chain. We're having an increase on this row 7, 2 at the beginning, and then 1 per stitch, and 2 at the end. So 2 double crochet on the same stitch, and 1 per stitch until we meet the last double crochet. We'll have an increase of 2 together on this one. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets, 2 chain, and repeat the same thing all the way around. 2 double crochet on the first, that's our increase, 1 per stitch, and 2 on the very last one. 2 chain space between them. Remembering that if you go thicker on your thread, your yarn, your patterns become bigger. Okay, everyone, going into row 8, coming back in. Now, this row 8 will be just double crochet over double crochet. So you should have 9 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So there is no increase on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3 chain this time, okay? And do your 9 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Don't forget this row is 3 chains. One, 2, 3 chain. And continue on. Okay, everyone, going into row 9. Now, row 9, we're going to change a bit. So I'm skipping that first double crochet, and I'm coming in the second with a single and 2 chains. So we should have a total of 7 double crochets. We are not working the first one, nor the last one. So skip the first one and skip the last one. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come in that middle chain. Okay, remember we did 3 chains, and I'm doing a poof of 3, pulling 3 times. So I'm going to close it all together. 1, 2, and 3. Coming on my second double crochet and doing my 7 double crochets again. So I'm skipping the first one and skipping the last one. One, 2, 3 chain. Again, coming in that middle chain, pulling my thread 1, 2, and 3, and closing it all together. 1, 2, 3 chain. Skip the first double crochet, come into your second, and continue to do your 7 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 10. Again, we're decreasing, so going into my second double crochet with a single 2 chain, and we're not working the last one either, so we should have 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, coming into the middle one and doing that poof again, pulling 3 times, 2 and 3, closing at once, 1, 2 and 3, and again coming in that middle, and again doing the poof, 1, 2 and 3. We're going to close it at once, 1, 2 and 3. So we're skipping that first one, going into the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets with the 2 poofs on the 3rd chain and 3 chain between them. I'll meet you at the end. Everyone finished row 10, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to row 11. Again, I'm skipping that first, the first double crochet. We're not working on this first double crochet. Going into the second one with my single, my 2 chains. So this time we're going to have 3 double crochets here. That means we've skipped the first one and we're not working the last one. 1, 2, 3, coming in that middle chain again with the poof, 2, 3, closing at once. And so close it with slip stitch. That means we basically have 4 chain on here if we're counting it this way, okay? So the one we've closed and then 3 more, so that would be 4. But I usually don't count this as a chain because it's to close in the slip stitch, right? Again, 3 chains. So this one here, we're going to do 5 double crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3 chain, coming on this, on that middle and doing my poof, 2 and 3. Closing it in with slip stitch and 1, 2, 3 chain. Again, creating those 3 double crochets. So we're pretty much going to repeat this all the way around the same way. So 5 double crochets in the middle one between the 2 poofs on that middle stitch, chain stitch, okay? Okay, everyone, going to row 12, finish row 11. I'm going to come back in. This time we're going to do 3 incomplete double crochets, okay? So we don't close it out until the last one. So it's almost like doing a little poof, but in the double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Coming on the 3rd one, doing my poof. 1, 2, 3, 4. skip one, into the second one, we're doing 1 double crochet, into the next one, 1 double crochet. So we have the 3 chains. We're skipping the first one, going into the middle one, 1 double crochet, another double crochet, 1 per stitch. So we have 5 double crochets. We'll be doing 5 double crochets. We should have a total of 9 double crochets on this row 12. And again here, 1 double crochet, in the next stitch 1 double crochet. 3 chain. Coming again, skipping that first one, doing the poof. I think I had just done a double crochet in the first one. It doesn't matter, it's not going to change anything. Okay, so then you do, after you close, your 3 chain. Again, coming in, incomplete, incomplete, and incomplete double crochets, and close it all together. And then skip one and do your poofs again until we meet where we have to do the double crochets. Close it, 1, 2, and 3, and then again skip the first one and come into your second chain, into the next chain, and 1 per stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. And again, 1 double crochet on the first stitch and on the second stitch. So we have 9 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finish row 12, going to row 13. Now I'm going to do the walk, as I call it, with a slip stitch into that second chain. So I'm going to stretch my thread. I'm going to do a poof here. So I've done a single and stretching my thread, and stretch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And 1 more, 4. So now I'm going to skip the first one. I'm coming into the second chain stitch there and doing 2 double crochets. I'm going to have a total of 6 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So 2 on the chain and 1 per stitch. So I have my 6. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to skip a stitch and coming into the next one and continuing to do those 6 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So I have 4, 2 on the chain, 1 per stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming into the center here. So I'm skipping that first and doing my poof. And coming into the next one. So skip 1, chain, stitch, okay, and again skip the first, I'm coming into the second, doing my 6 double crochets again. So 2 on the chain and 4 on top of the double crochets, total of 6. Then 1, 2, 3 chain, skip a stitch into the next one and create your 6 double crochets. So I have 4 so far. 1 inside of the chain stitch and into the next one. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going to row 14. I'm going to do the walk again into the second chain with a single and 2 chain, and into the next chain. So I'm creating double crochet, 2 inside of the chain space, and on top of the double crochet. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm not working the last 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm going to come in the middle one here and do 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you don't want to go into the chain, you can do over it. 1, 2 chains, skipping these 2 and creating my 6 double crochets. And 6. So we have 6 on this side, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2 chain, and 5 on the center middle chain that we have there. 3 chain, coming in that center between the poofs, creating a poof. And again, skipping the first chain, coming into the second, and creating your 6 double crochets. So 2 inside of the chain space and 4 on top of the double crochet. We are not working the last 2 chain, coming in that center chain and doing 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 2, skip the first 2 and create the 5 double crochets. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So basically we have only 1 poof here. Okay, everyone, finish row 14, going to row 15. So I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do my single and 2 chain. That's my double crochet. Again, another double crochet and another double crochet. We're not working on the last 2. So when I come around, I need to add 2 into this chain. 3 chain. 2, 3, and I'm going to work triples in these 5 double crochets and 1 chain space. So roll twice on your hook, take out 2, and the last 2, 1 chain, triple crochet, 1 chain space between them, 1, 2, and 3 chain. I am going to skip the first 2 and come into the 3rd double crochet and do my 6 double crochets. So 1 per stitch. So I have 4, 5, and 6. And like I mentioned, I will complete the other 2 when I get here. 1, 2, and 3 chain again, coming into that 3rd, actually 2nd chain, and doing double crochet into the next stitch and doing my 6 double crochets again. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Going into the 5 double crochets with triple. 1 chain. Take out 2, and the last 2, 1 chain. And 3 chain, skip the first 2, come into the 3rd double crochet and complete your 6 double crochets inside of the chain stitch and into the next one. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, I'm going to row 16. So I've completed my 2 double crochets that I needed at the beginning. So we're not going to work on the, actually we're going to work this one here before I make a mistake calling it single 2 chain, and the next one. We are not going to work the last 2 nor the first 2, but we are going to fill it with the double crochets. Chain 3. Now, I'm going to do 2 triples on the same stitch of these 5 triples. Okay? Chain 2. And again, 2 triples on the same stitch where we have the triples. Chain 2, okay, so now we have 2 groups of triples on each one. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to skip the first two and come into the third one with double crochets. So now we're going to do 10 double crochets. So I have 4 inside of this chain space. We're going to create 2. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, and 3 chain, and again coming into the triple with 2 triples. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 2 chain space between them. One, 2, 3 chain, skipping the first 2, and now we proceed with 10 double crochets. So 1 per stitch. That means I have 4 here, 2 inside of the chain space, and again 4 more double crochets. So we have our total of 10. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going to row 17. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. And now we need to do the walk until we get to the triple. And I call it the walk with the slip stitch. So slip stitch, and I'm going to do the walk in between the stitches here. And I'm going to do a single in my triple and 1, 2, and 3. This would be like a triple size to me. Coming back in, and I'm doing an increase of another triple in the same stitch into the next one, triple. So now we're creating groups of triple, 3 triple, 2 chain. Coming into the first one and doing triple. Another triple on the same stitch. So this is my increase, 2 in the same stitch. Into the next one, triple, chain 2. So we're going to continue to do that. So I've done my 3 groups of triple, 3 chain, actually 2 chain, 3 chain would be too much. Skip the first 2 double crochet, come in the third one and create your double crochets. I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2 chain. Again, coming in your triples and create your groups of 3 triples. So 2 in the same first one. That's my increase. 2 chain. And just repeat everything again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so closed out row 17, going to my last row, row 18, and I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in and do a single. So where we have the triples, we're doing single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, chain on my last triple, come in and do my picot with single, coming directly into that first triple again and doing my singles 1 per stitch. Okay, so basically I have 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, picot. I am so not used to this hook or this thread. And then coming in after I do my picot on that first triple. So we have that single, my second, and my third single. 1, 2, 3, and picot, coming into that first triple. And then single and single on top of the triples. 1, 2, 3. Picot into that first triple. I'm going to do 2 chain. Skip the first 2 and I'm coming into the third double crochet. Sorry, we're not skipping the first 2. We're only skipping 1. Skip the first one into the second one and doing double crochet. So we shall have 4 double crochets here. We don't work the first one and we don't work the last one. Chain 2. And again, coming in. Now, if you think that you have to do a chain 3, go ahead, okay? And doing the singles. And then starting off again with the picots. And single on the next triple. So this is pretty much what it's going to look like. This is the last row. That's all you have to do. Like I said, if you feel that it's pulling, then you can do a 3 chain here, okay? And I'll have everything in display at the end of the measurements. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And God bless you. And please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. And of course, if you're not subscribed, please do so. I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. I send you much love, hugs, and prayers. Please pray for my family and myself. We are in desperate need of prayers due to health issues of one of my members of the family. For those reasons, I am traveling and being with my family member and don't know how long I will be here. So I'm out of the island for the moment. Thank you, everyone. Till next time. Bye-bye.